Hey guys, it's the Next Step Construction Department here.
I'm John.
I'm AJ.
And I'm Azad.
We wanted to give you a warm welcome and just extend a big thank you for coming out to serve alongside the community this week. We have some great, much needed projects lined up for you, and we know you're going to have a blast out on the work sites.
But before we get started, we need to go over a few simple rules.
First, with our tools. Not all tools are created equal. Within Next Step, some tools have an age requirement, but don't worry, there are certainly tools that everybody can use regardless of age.
Our tools are broken up into 4 classes, so here's the plan for the week.
Class 1, these are our hand tools. Hand tools are tools operated by hand without electricity or other power, and these can be operated by any approved Next Step volunteer.
That's a funny name. Who's an approved Next Step volunteer?
Did you register for this trip? If so, you're in luck. You're officially an approved Next Step volunteer. Congratulations, hand tools are all yours.
Class 2 is our non-cutting power tools. These are tools powered by electricity or other power, but do not have any rotating blades or cutting action. These also can be used by an approved Next Step volunteer.
Here's where it gets a little bit more tricky, so please listen up.
Class 3 is our power tools. Power tools are tools that are powered by electricity or battery that have a rotating blade, cutting action, or reciprocating action. These tools can only be used by an approved Next Step volunteer that is 16 years or older.
Finally, we have our Class 4, and these are our specialty tools that are not approved for volunteer use. Specialty tools are rare on site and need additional training. All we ask is that if one of our staff members let you know that a tool is Class 4, please respect our wishes and do not use these tools, for it is for your own safety and the safety of others.
Now that you know what tools you can use, let's talk a little bit about some required safety. We have 2 basic safety rules to know here at Next Step.
Number 1, eyewear. Next Step requires the use of eyewear protection at all times when on the site of any project. If you are not using a power tool, we will allow all eyewear, including prescription glasses or sunglasses. But as soon as a tool is being used on site, we will require you to use a set of eye protection that is ANSI Z87.1 compliant. That's just a fancy way of saying shatter or impact resistant, and they will protect your eyes in the event of any projectile coming towards them.
Which is a fancy way of saying you must wear those big dorky safety goggles from science class.
And number 2, Next Step requires volunteers to use hard hats with any project involving demolition, overhead work, and all framing projects.
We hope you know these rules are in place for your safety, which is incredibly important to us.
Plus, these hard hats look pretty awesome.
Your construction team will be going over some additional safety when you arrive at your project. Please, if at any time you have any questions, are uncertain, or unaware of anything about what you're doing on site, ask a Next Step staff member and they will get you the proper guidance.
Thank you again, have a great week, and stay safe.